Let me turn the good side here. Good? I'm BJ Glosson with AFLFanZone.com here with Kelsey Nicole Nelson, team reporter for the Washington Valor. Tonight, we dug ourselves a hole. What does the team have to do to get out of this situation?
Well, I think Coach Benji McDowell said it best in the presser. You got to score. Offensively, we know how the playoffs are facing off. The aggregate score means the offense, they need to click and they need to get it together. But then also the defense needs to make stops. This is a shorter field. There's no way we should have seen that many wide open touchdowns or complete catches. So honestly, the Washington Valor have to refine their identity and play Washington Valor football, and that's what we did not see today.
Tonight, we did not see the MVP Nelson. This year we saw the MVP Nelson, who led the league in total yards, total touchdowns, total rushing yards, total rushing touchdowns. But tonight, we did not see that. What does the offense have to do to get that man back on the field?
Yeah. So the Washington Valor has something very special in their wide receiving core. They have 5 receivers that are all very capable, and the Washington Valor are one of the only teams that all 5 of those receivers have had multiple games scoring touchdowns. They've got to click with Arvell Nelson. We saw too many overthrown balls. There was no chemistry. There was no aggression. And also, I think the offensive line has to protect Arvell Nelson better. You don't want, when pressure comes towards him, I get a little bit scared. I think he makes mistakes, and that's when we see those interceptions being thrown. And honestly, that was the game right there. So it's really scary, but if the offense finds the identity that we've seen this season, and MVP Arvell Nelson comes back, Philly might need to be scared this next game.
Down by 36, Baltimore's down by 35. We find ourselves in almost the exact same hole.
Yep.
How much hope should we have as a fan?
I think we always have to have hope, right? I mean, sports, the miracles can happen, but I mean, with the way the playoffs are set up, everybody pray, everybody come out to Philly if you can. I hope we also do a team bus like Philly did to this game. But if the offense can score big, and if the Washington Valor defensive backs can get it together and make some stops, then maybe there's a glimpse of hope that we'll be seeing this team at Arena Bowl 32. But they've got a lot of work to do, so I do not say that lightly.
Last year we backed into the playoffs,
We did.
but we won the Arena Bowl.
Right.
This year we walked into the playoffs, give or take, but we find ourselves in the deepest hole ever. We, because we're part of the team, stop acting like we're not. If you had one thing to choose that we could have done different tonight, other than not scoring enough points, what would it have been?
Honestly, some of the coaching calls were a bit questionable. I did not like a lot of the onside kicks. I think Washington proved that we were not successful after the first one. So to do it again, especially while we're trailing, I didn't like that play calling decision. I think when your team is trailing, you got to sometimes just play simple, easy football. When I used to play sports, my coach always said, keep it simple, keep it stupid. All right, and that just basically means don't try to do anything fancy. And I think the Washington Valor today tried to do some things that just was not Washington Valor football. The Soul took advantage, and that's why the Soul are sitting here laughing in the hallways and excited for the next game, because they know they proved themselves on the road. So at home, it's going to be a lot easier for them. So now the Washington Valor have to show up and show out in Philly, which is not going to be easy because the Soul have history. So we know their fans are going to come out.
Now that we've got the hard questions out of the way, no, we've got the easy questions out of the way.
Those were softballs.
The hard ones are here now. Favorite ice cream?
Ooh, favorite ice, cookies and cream.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Ooh, I'm definitely Xbox.
Team Xbox.
Yes, X.
So if you had to drink one thing for the rest of your life, don't worry about caloric intake. It can be the fattiest thing ever. What would it be?
Definitely Arnold Palmer's half and halves, whatever you call them. I drink lemonade and sweet tea every single day. Every single day.
So you say sweet tea.
Yes.
Do you mean Southern sweet tea, or do you mean middle of the country sweet tea?
Yeah. So my family's from Mississippi, New Orleans. I'm a Southern girl by heart, so definitely real Southern sweet tea.
When you first moved here, I don't know when that was, but
I was born here. My parents were born
oh, you were
here.
born here. Okay. Well, see, I moved here from Georgia, and the first time I came here, and they said, "Do you want some tea?" And I said, "Yes." And they brought me some unsweet tea and some equal, and I was just like, "That is, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is."
But basically here, yeah, they don't have sweet tea. You got to add it. And by the time you add all those sugar packs, it's still not sweet. And you have a bunch of sugar sitting in the bottom. You get your spoon and you keep trying. But yeah, we don't have sweet tea. So here you just get hot tea because you're going to use all the sugar packs and it's still not going to be sweet.
Boiled peanuts, yes or no?
Yes.
Do you say boiled or do you say
so
boiled?
So I'm one of those people that can't say broiled right, like garage. So I think I say broiled, but everyone makes fun of me because I can't say it right. But I love them. And you get them from the gas stations down south.
Oh,
Here we don't do that.
absolutely. You know how many times I've
See?
gotten boiled peanuts from the gas station, and my wife has looked at me like, did you
Like, what are
seriously
you
get that from the
doing?
gas
See?
station?
See, that's how you know it's true Southerner.
Thank you so much, Kelsey.
Thank you.
BJ Glosson with AFLFanZone.com. Kelsey, Nicole, Nelson, the truth, the myth, and the legend, all
I love
involved.
He was great.
Thank you so much.